All right, guys. So, somebody in my comment section asked me, do to bulk first or cut first? Well, guys, this one is an easy one. You always want to cut first, and I'm gonna tell you why, guys. Let me tell y'all a story about myself. All right, when I first got in the gym, I bulked up, got strong as shit, But it's one thing you need to know about this. When you get ready to cut that weight off of your body, guys, if you don't know how to fucking diet down, you'll lose all that fucking muscle back. All right. So one of the most things you need to know right now off the back is you need to go in and play around with the dieting. And let's be flat out and honest, right? Most guys who join the gym, the problem is not there's some bony rony trying to get big. I would say 90 to 95% of guys that I've seen come to the gym or a tad bit overweight. All right. So for a guy to come to the gym 15, 20, 25, 30 pounds overweight, trying to put muscle and add more weight to that and more fat to that, guys, ain't nothing good gonna come out of that situation. First of all, listen, you already probably in an unhealthy situation. All right. You probably already got something going on with your heart disease or something's probably diabetes, pre-diabetic, or something. If you're overweight, you're leaving yourself exposed to a lot of the bullshit, all right? Like diabetes, heart disease, and things like that. So you immediately want to come into the gym and get that fat off, all right? If nothing else, just for health reasons. But another thing is so you can learn how to fucking diet, all right? It's not as easy as it looks, all right? You need to kind of know what you're doing. You need to learn how your body operates, all right? I gave you some general guidelines in watching the other videos, but everybody's different. You still gonna have to play around with it, all right? That's not gonna be a perfect blueprint for everybody. You're going to go in and play around with it, and I guarantee you still gonna lose some strength, all right? It's a fine line between not eating enough and eating too much, all right? If you eat too much, you ain't gonna lose no fucking weight. But if you eat too less, you're gonna lose strength. So you gotta play around with to see what works for your body, all right? Now, another thing that fat does, though, guys, it raises your estrogen levels, all right? That means that you're more likely to have bitch tits and things like that, all right? So when you're getting lean, your testosterone levels raise, all right? So the first thing you want to do if you're just coming into the gym is obviously you want to get your T levels up, all right? Not your estrogen levels up, all right? And another thing with this, guys, is you won't have to cut as much. So let's hypothetically say you're coming into the gym, you're already 15, 20 pounds overweight. All right, now you're going to bulk up and you're going to put 30, 40 more on top of that, all right? So now you got to lose that 20 pounds plus the extra fat you put on with the bulk. So what does that mean? That means that you probably won't make it all the way lean unless you really know what you're doing before your body gives out, which means that you'll probably end up having to take a diet break. All right, so theoretically, guys, let's hypothetically say you coming into the gym and let's say you 20 pounds overweight, which is not terribly overweight, by the way. All right, guys, 20 pounds of fat is what you want to lose at the end of your fucking bulk. You don't want to have to lose 50 pounds of fucking fat at the end of your bulk. Theoretically, guys, in a month, you want to put on about 3 pounds a month in bulking, all right? So let's say 3 pounds of that, let's say a pound of that is muscle and 2 pounds of that is fat. Which is not, that's pretty good, guys. If you put on 2 pounds of fat to every pound of muscle and you're natural, that is fucking good, all right? So let's hypothetically say you did that and you already had 20 pounds of fat already, and then you're gonna try to put this, now you got like 40 pounds of fat to lose. You see what I'm saying? So you don't wanna do that. Theoretically, guys, at the end of your bulk, you don't wanna have no more the weight to lose than 20 to 30 pounds of fat. Anytime you start getting around the 40, 50, 60 pounds of fat, that is way too fucking much, all right? You're going to stay in a calorie deficit way too fucking long to get lean. So theoretically, before you even get back to your previous body fat, you probably going to already start dropping your T levels because you probably been in a calorie deficit too long. Guys, you're only supposed to be in a calorie deficit for a certain amount of time, all right? You ain't supposed to be in no walking around here in a calorie deficit for 7, 8 fucking months, okay? That's not good for your hormones. You're going to crash your fucking hormones. All right, theoretically, I tell anybody you don't want to be in a calorie deficit no longer than 6 months, preferably 4 months, but 6 months is like the absolute longest you want to be in a calorie deficit. So if you're going to go in the gym and you're going to put fat on top of fat, you're going to have to be in a calorie deficit much longer than you need to be, and that's way too unhealthy. So you always want to come in and start dieting first so you can learn how to cut. You don't want to fucking waste bulks. Muscle is precious and hard to put on. It takes a long time to put on. You don't want to go and have a good kick-ass year, put on 10, 15 pounds of muscle. Go on your fucking diet, don't know what the fuck you're doing, and lose all that fucking muscle back. All right, save yourself the stress. When you go in, learn how to diet first in small calorie deficit, play around with it. And even when you do that and you come back, it's still gonna take you a long time to get it perfect, all right? So it's still gonna take you more than 1 or 2 cuts to get it to a T, all right? Ask anybody who's been working out for a long time, they would tell you, man, it probably took me 4 or 5 years before I learned exactly how to diet my body down perfectly, all right? All right, guys, always fucking cut first, then bulk. Unless you fucking just like a pencil. If you ain't gotten in the cut, then obviously you're gonna bulk. But that's not the average guy. The average guy I see coming to the gym is always about 15, 20, 25, 30 pounds overweight. All right, but if you're bony rony, yeah, bulk first. All right, guys, hope that answers this question. Write down any more questions y'all might have in the comment section. I'll get them answered. Appreciate y'all comments. Like the video, comment down below. Holla back.